Dear students, in the last class we learnt about the R and S system. It means absolute configuration. R means rectus, that is clockwise rotation. S means sinister, that is anti-clockwise rotation. It means the clockwise means should be in the right side. Okay. This is the R rotation and this is the S rotation. There is some rules for the R and S rotation. Means first one is number is given to each group or atom attached to chiral carbon. In that we know the carbon atom should be chiral. Chiral means there are 4 different atoms should be bonded with a carbon. Okay, that atom should have a number. Okay, here I am giving 1 2 3 4. Okay, after that we have to give a priority for higher atomic number and less priority for lower atomic number. And then the rule for last rule is we have to keep the less atomic number, lower priority should be at the bottom. Okay, do you get it? This is the rules for writing a R and S rotation. Here you have to see here clockwise. In that, when the molecule should rotate a clockwise, the higher priority should come in the right side. Okay, the higher priority should come in the right side and lower priority should come in the lower bottom of the molecule. Okay, here iodine has the highest priority, so it is in the right side. Hydrogen has the lowest priority, so it is in the bottom. Then then anti-clockwise means the highest priority should be in the left side. It means S configuration. Here this is the R configuration because highest priority should be in right side. Then this is the left side, so it is S configuration. Next you have to see here OH, this is in the right side, so it is R configuration. Here when we rotate in 180 degree, this OH should have left side, so it is S configuration. This is all about the R and S configuration. This is the priority. First we have to take a numbering for tertiary butyl, then isopropyl, then ethyl, then methyl. Then after the functional groups, OH is first, then COOH and then CHO and CH3. And comparing to alkyne and alkene, first we have to give a priority for alkyne, after that alkene. So in that we can conclude that when the optical activity compound means the compound has a plane polarized light and optically active, and the conditions for optically active compound for there is no plane polarized light. Okay, then condition or cause for optical activity means the molecule does not have a element of symmetry, that is plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, axis of symmetry. These symmetries are absent. That molecule is called as a optically active compound. Okay, then we have to move on to the enantiomers and diastereomers. Okay, diastereomers. First we have to know about the enantiomer. Here for enantiomer, I was explaining you in the last class that enantiomer has a mirror image, but that mirror image is non-superimposable non-superimposables. Okay, and that have a equal amount of D and L configuration, equal mixtures of D and L configuration, that is racemic mixture, that call it as a enantiomers. Okay, here there will be conditions for enantiomer is ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎನಾನ್ಶಿಯಮರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಬಟ್ ಆ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜು ನಾನ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಇಂಪೋಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಒಂದು ಕೈರಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಕೈರಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್. ಸಾರಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಇಂಪೋಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡಿ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಡಗೈ ಬಲಗೈ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಆಯಿತಾ? ಅದೇ ನಾನ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಇಂಪೋಸಿಬಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಎಡಗೈ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಬಲಗೈನ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ, ಆಯಿತಾ, ಅಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಡಗೈ ಹೆಬ್ಬೆರಳು ಬಲಗೈ ಹೆಬ್ಬೆರಳು ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎ ನಾನ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಇಂಪೋಸಿಬಲ್ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್. ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ, ಆಯಿತಾ? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಈಗ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಎಡಗೈನ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಈ ಕಿರುಳು ಬೆರಳು ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಬ್ಬೆರಳು ಬಂದು ಕೂರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಇಂಪೋಸಿಬಲ್ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ requires minimum one chiral atom, minimum one chiral carbon. Okay, chiral carbon means this carbon atom should bonded with 4 different atoms. Okay, then when they have a mirror images having different physical properties ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ COH, CHO, CH2OH, H. Okay, this is first molecule. Here there will be the mirror. When we rotate, the OH group comes into the left side, then CHO, then CH2OH. This is the second one. Here you have to see the conditions. First one is mirror image. Yes, they have a mirror image. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ನಾನ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಇಂಪೋಸಿಬಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಇಂಪೋಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಸಮನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ದಿಸ್ OH ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, in this molecule OH group present in the right side, but in this the OH group is present in the left side. ಈಗ ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ CHO CH2OH ಒಂದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ H ಮತ್ತು OH ಇಂಟರ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ನಾನ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಇಂಪೋಸಿಬಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಸ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 1 chiral carbon. ಇದೆಯಾ 1 chiral carbon? There will be 4 different atoms should be bonded with 1 carbon atom. This is called it as a chiral carbon atom. Third one is also right. Then having a different physical properties. These two have a different physical properties. These are the conditions for enantiomers. Do you get it? Minimum it has 1 chiral carbon. More than 1 chiral carbon has also be present in the enantiomers. Okay, but minimum it needs 1. Okay, next we will move on to the diastereomers. In diastereomers, here also there will be conditions. One condition is, first one is non-mirror images. It means it does not have a mirror image. Okay, then second one is non-superimposable. Then here requires minimum 2 chiral carbon. Last one is different physical property. These are the conditions for diastereomers. In that, first one is non-mirror images, but in the enantiomers they have a mirror image. and then also non-superimposable, and it needs diastereomers needs 2 chiral carbon, but enantiomer needs 1 chiral atom. Then they have a different, both have a different physical properties. You have to observe here there will be 2 examples. In that you have to find out which is a enantiomer and which is a diastereomers. We know that the condition for enantiomer is mirror images is present, non-superimposable, and minimum 1 chiral atom should be present, and different properties. And for diastereomers there will be non-mirror images, non-superimposable. In the diastereomers, here it has a 2 chiral atom. Okay, minimum 2 chiral atom should be present. Here this is the one molecule and this is the mirror image of other this molecule. Okay, here Br and Cl should be present in the right side. This is first. Okay, here Br and Cl should be present in the left side. So it has a mirror images. So these 2 are enantiomers. Okay, then we move on to this one. Here right side H and Cl is present and left side Br and H is present. Okay, and here also left side H and Cl is present, right side Br and H is present. So 3 and 4 is also mirror images. So these 2 are enantiomers. Okay, it means it has a 2 chiral atom and a different properties and non-superimposable mirror images. But here these 2 are belongs to enantiomers. Then which is diastereomers? You have to observe here in the enantiomer first and second, third and fourth are mirror image and non-superimposable. So that's why they belongs to enantiomer. But in the diastereomers you have to observe here first and third there will be non-mirror images. Okay, you have to observe here Br and Cl, but here H and Cl, and here HH is present, but here Br and H is present. So first and third, second and fourth are the diastereomers. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್, ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಮತ್ತು ಮೂರನೇದು, ಎರಡನೇದು ಮತ್ತು ನಾಲ್ಕನೇದು ಡಯಾಸ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಮರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಾನ್ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಯಿತಾ, ನಾನ್ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇದೆರಡು ಮತ್ತು ಇದೆರಡು ಡಯಾಸ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಮರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನ್ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ non-superimposable. Non-mirror images means here Br and Cl should be present in the right side, but here Br and Cl should be present in the left side, but here there is no presence of Cl. So that's why this is a non-mirror image of first one. Here also the fourth one is non-mirror image of second one. So first and third, second and fourth, this is diastereomers. First and second, third and fourth are enantiomers. Okay, these are all about the enantiomers and diastereomers. Okay, and next is optical isomerism should be taken in tartaric acid. Okay, we have to know about the optical isomerism. You know that optical isomerism means there will be same molecular formula but different rotations should be taken. There will be rotation should be taken either in the right side or in the left side, and optical isomerism should be taken in the tartaric acid. There will be condition is there. First one is it should be chiral. Chiral means the carbon atom should bonded with 4 different atoms. ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮರಿಬೇಡಿ ಆಯಿತಾ. Next, second one is it should not have a plane of symmetry. Okay, then it should be a non-superimposable mirror images. So when the molecule should not have a plane of symmetry and a non-superimposable mirror image, then that molecule is optically active. Is it right? Optically active. It means the elements of symmetry should be absent. That molecule should be called it as a optically active. But here by showing the optical isomerism in tartaric acid, it don't have a plane of symmetry in tartaric acid, but it has a equimolar mixture of D and L configuration. Okay, I will tell you later. Here you have to see here, this is the molecular formula of tartaric acid. Okay, you have to observe here. OH group is present in the right side, so it is dextro rotatory. This is, it has two chiral carbon atom. This carbon atom is bonded with 4 different atoms, and this carbon atom is bonded with 4 different atoms. So that's why this is the right, it means dextro rotatory. OH group is present in the right side. This OH group is present in the right side, so it is dextro rotatory. And then this OH group is present in the left side, so it is levo rotatory. Do you get it? So that's why this is the dextro rotatory and this is the levo rotatory tartaric acid. This will be called it as a enantiomers. Okay, enantiomers means it has minimum 1 chiral atom. It has a mirror image but non-superimposable. Okay, so that's why it is a enantiomer, not a diastereomers. Do you get it? It has a condition, should be chiral, no plane of symmetry, non-superimposable mirror images. Okay, then, and tartaric acid is also a one more structure is there. This is equimolar mixture of D and L configuration. The equimolar mixture of D and L configuration is called it as a racemic mixture. You have to observe D and L configuration. It means ಒಂದೇ molecule ಅಲ್ಲಿ D ಮತ್ತು L ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ equimolar mixture ಅಲ್ಲಿ present ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. If equimolar mixture is present, then that molecule has a plane of symmetry. If equimolar mixture of D and L, both D ಮತ್ತು L ಎರಡೂ present ಆದರೆ ಅಂಥ moleculeನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಯರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಇಯರ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಕಟ್ ಇಂಟು 2 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಹಾಫ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆದನ್ನು ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ತಂದಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂರುತ್ತೆ ತಾನೆ. ವೆನ್ ಇಫ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಇಂಟು ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಇಂಟು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, we get this molecule again. It means this OH group should becomes here and this H group should becomes here. Okay, there will be superimposable mirror images. Idralli D ಮತ್ತೆ L ಎರಡೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, equimolar mixture. ಈ ಟಾರ್ಟರಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವು ಕೂಡ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಇನ್ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವು ಕೂಡ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈ ಎರಡು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇದೆರಡು ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್, ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ OH and H should be present in the one side, but here both OH group should be present in the same side and H group should be present in the same side. So that's why it has a both D and L configuration. This is the third structure. Okay, this tartaric acid is called it as a mesotartaric acid. Mesotartaric acid, it means which molecule have a both D and L, equimolar mixture of D and L, that molecule is called it as a meso structure. Okay, meso means D and L both, or a positive rotation and negative rotation will be takes place both. So it is optically inactive. Because why it is optically inactive? It has a plane of symmetry. Okay, so in that you have to observe here first and second. First structure and a second structure both are, first and second both are enantiomers. Is it right? It means it has a mirror image, no plane of symmetry. Okay, then we are comparing first and third, second and third. You have to listen here. First and third, comma, second and third, those are diastereomers. In that there will be non-mirror images, okay, and in that tartaric acid shows only 3 arrangements. In that structure 1 arrangement, structure 2 arrangement, structure 3 arrangement, and also some of the melting point for tartaric acid and density and specific rotation. D tartaric acid, it has 179 degrees Celsius, 1.76 plus 12 degree. L means 170 degree, 1.76 minus 12 degree. D and L tartaric acid 206 degrees Celsius, 1.679. There will be zero rotation because there will be equimolar mixtures are present, no, so that's why here meso tartaric acid or a DL tartaric acid minus 140 degree, sorry, there will be no minus, just 140 degree, 1.660 degree, okay. And in that these D and L tartaric acid, that should be call it as a meso tartaric acid. And also when equimolar mixtures of D and L should be present, it means dextro-rotatory and levo-rotatory, that is call it as a racemic mixture. You have to know about that. These things you have learned in your previous classes, mainly in solid state, okay. This is all about the diastereomers and enantiomers and optical isomerism present in tartaric acid. And this is all about the optical isomerism in tartaric acid. It has a 3 isomers, okay. It means they have a same molecular formula but different structural formula. 1 and 2 is a what? Enantiomers. This is the meso form, and 1 and 3 and 2 and 3 is the diastereomers. When in your examination they will ask like that, they gave a molecule and in that you have to find out the mirror images and also which is a enantiomer and which is a diastereomers. You have to observe here, when they gave 2 different molecules, they have a diastereomers also, and also they have a different isomers are formed in the molecule is like tartaric acid. That molecule as a diastereomers. ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಏನಾದರೂ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎನಾನ್ಶಿಯೋಮರು ಡಯಾಸ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಮರ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಯಾಸ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಮರು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ 2 ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎನಾನ್ಶಿಯೋಮರು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡಯಾಸ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಮರು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಯಿತಾ. Next class we will learn about the optical isomerism in biphenyls, okay.